Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. And today we're going to be talking about Lil Zay Osama. Now, Lil Zay Osama seems like, man, he's doing all the right things in this hip-hop game to build his brand and, develop as an artist. Now, he signed a major deal, and he doesn't have a problem flossing those major chips. Like, I always get amazed by how rappers are these days. Like, especially the street rappers or cats with a street persona. I know he classifies his music as pain music and not really street or gangster rap, but he does kind of fall into that street and gangster rap, category. But Lil Zay Osama is not shy about flashing the chips, the money, the chains, everything, man. It's a new breed of gangster rapper, man. Like, they got the nice chains, they floss the Celine, the Amiri, the Gucci and all that, but we'll still talk about upping that pole on you and letting it go. You know what I mean? Pause. But man, Lil Zay Osama looks like he ran into some issues back in his home state of Illinois and outside of Chicago, man. Now, before we get into the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this Lil Zay Osama situation. Now, it looks like Lil Zay Osama ran into a shooting situation in some place called Lombard, Illinois. Now, he took to social media to show his fans and all his supporters that something went down and that it was crazy, and luckily he's okay, but it looked like one of his friends caught the bad end of this situation for real, man. So Lil Zay Osama posted these videos on social media, and a lot of the social media sites like the fan pages and stuff, they took these pictures and, man, basically ran with them. And now this video is floating all around social media, right? Now, in the first part, you see Lil Zay Osama, and you can see there's a video of him, and he's actually showing you the car that the cats tried to shoot. Now, a lot of the headlines are saying that Lil Zay Osama was in a shootout, but, there's no evidence that he was firing back, so I don't want to put that out there for real. It just looks like somebody was definitely shooting at the white car that he was in. And man, let's look at that first video.
They try to do a sim. What's wrong with these niggas?
Now, in that short clip, you can see that the front windshield of the car obviously had a bullet wound in it. And man, it looked like, man, Lil Zay Osama and whoever was in the car were super duper lucky, man. This is a crazy situation because I know that most of the Chicago drill rappers, and especially anybody who's really getting a lot of attention, sometimes it feels like they got a target on their head because, you never know who's coming for them to rob them. You don't never know what kind of beef or whatever drama that they're into because of where they're from. Because Lil Zay Osama, for those of you who don't know, is from Southside Chicago, and he has an interesting story in the hip-hop game, man. Now, according to a lot of the fan pages and some of the stuff out there, that Lil Zay Osama has actually been in the music game since 2010, 2011, and he's only like 22 or 23 years old. Meaning he was in the Chicago drill scene back when Chief Keef and those guys were getting hot and warming up, and he was a little kid. Now, since then, he's done he's had a lot of interactions with the law, man. He's done some time, and then after coming back home from doing time the last time, he said, forget it, man. He was going to work and focus on making his music and making the best out of his life. And it seems like it's working out for him, man, because you can see on his social media page, he's showing off plaques. You see that he's got a deal. You see that he's getting, all sorts of accolades on his way up in the rap game, right? But this shooting, man, seems like a real serious situation that he'll probably have to deal with in some type of way or fashion. Now, I don't see that. Now, when I say deal with, hold on, let me clear that up. When I say deal with, I don't mean any type of street stuff. I mean something he might just need to clear up, or maybe it even was a mistaken identity, because that happens a lot, especially in Atlanta, Chicago, LA, because there's so many cats that got different beef and stuff going on with other people that sometimes people are being mistaken for people that they're not because of the car that they're in and stuff like that. Now, I'm shooting him a whole bunch of bail there, but it looks like Lil Zay Osama seems like he's going to carry things on without issue. Now, he also showed some of the pictures from the scene, and in one of the pictures, you can see his homeboy. Man, let's actually look at the picture. Now, in this picture, you can see one of Lil Zay Osama's homeboys got grazed on the side of his head. Now, I might have to actually cover that up a little bit, so because, you know, on YouTube, they don't play about certain things, man. But that goes to show how close to this of being this was of being a tragedy, man. This could have been a tragic situation of another rapper we saw lose his life to some senseless gun violence because of how close and the proximity of where they're sitting in the car. If you look at these pictures, let's look at them. Now, from the pictures you see online, you can see that there's 2 bullet holes in the front windshield. And, you know, it looks like, man, that was close to where whoever the passenger was sitting. So the passenger, that's probably his homeboy who got grazed. And then you see the other bullet hole, at the very bottom of the windshield, man. And then on the very next picture, man, you'll see that the back windshield was shot out. So this was a crazy situation. This wasn't like some, you know, road rage situation where somebody just shot one bullet and kept it moving or whatever and was, you know, just some crazy person. This seems like somebody was legit trying to get at whoever was in that car and had an intent and purpose to get that person up out of here, man. Because if you look at this back windshield, that thing is blown all the way out. So you don't know how many shots were in the back windshield as well. Now, I'm not sure if Lil Zay Osama and them was shooting back. If I was to guess, I would say maybe not, because, you know, if you're driving in the front windshield, it just doesn't sound like logistically possible unless he rolled down the windows. But you never know, man. You never know. I doubt that happened. It looked like they just pulled over to the side of the road, assessed their wounds, and took a picture of the car. And earlier I talked about road rage. I got to go back on that. Maybe this could have been a road rage situation because they were in some place called Lombard, Illinois. It's not like he was in the heart of Chicago, deep into the city on the south side or something like that. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that you can't run into a bad situation in any city, man. Any city, anything can happen, and anything can go the wrong way. But luckily, it seems like Lil Zay Osama is all right, because even some of the social media pages that have posted this, he's gone in to like the pictures just to show folks that he's okay. And he took to social media yesterday and made this post right here. Now, in this post, Lil Zay Osama said this. He said, "You ain't doing no real Chicago stuff if you ain't involving Osama, for real." And basically letting it be known that, you know, if you putting on for Chicago and you ain't messing with him, he doesn't feel like you really putting on for the real. Now, that's a bold statement, especially when you take into consideration what he just went through. But it seems like he's all right and he's just keeping it moving from here on out. Now, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that Lil Zay Osama, somebody was really trying to get at him? Or do you think this was possibly just some random act of road rage? You know, it said that he was leaving a paintball, like shooting paintball and having fun with his friends. So maybe this is just a weird situation and a one-off that has nothing to do with the rapper or his crew. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh, yeah, and if you made it to this part of the video, make sure you smash that like button.